today?
For the time being, yes.
Okay, so today we're on all the platforms. So, hi, I'm Spartacus. I'm Bearhart. I'm Bill Weinman. And good morning. It is, I don't know, what day is it? Tuesday? It is the 4th of April in the year 2023.
That was good. Did you ask SQL that? SQLite?
Yeah, no, I had to ask ChatGTP, is it? That would be fun. I'm just going to do that real quick.
I'm surprised it didn't gaslight you into thinking that.
You never know. Okay, so what day is it? Today is April 4th, 2023. So I think that's right. That sounds right. I mean, it's got to be at least in the ballpark.
Well,
right?
yes, except for the fact that, time is an illusion. None of it is real.
And there is no spoon.
And there is no spoon?
I just remember when
You don't know what that means?
No, I'm out of the loop. Fill me in.
Have you ever seen the movie The Matrix?
Yes.
And you remember
Oh,
little kid is bending the
Yes.
spoon with his mind.
yep. The
And
spoon is not real.
The thing that you have to remember is there is no spoon.
Yep. There is no spoon. Okay. Yep. Now my
We're all
neural pathways are connected.
because we're all living in a simulation.
Yes. Ain't that the truth?
Ain't that the truth? All right. So so apparently what we're gonna do, and I know we've been jumping around platforms and everything, but we're gonna try at this point is we'll do our morning live streams on all the platforms. So y'all can find us and it's easy. And then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, when we do our full, half hour to an hour evening live stream at 6 p.m. Pacific, we're going to do those on YouTube. And we'll tell you in the morning, remember, tonight is YouTube live, and we'll try it that way. We really want to direct traffic to the YouTube, but we also, want to make sure that people can find us, and y'all have been finding us a lot better when we're live on all the platforms. So so that's what's going on at this point. I know I announced on LinkedIn this morning that we're going to be live on YouTube, and here we are on LinkedIn and everything else. And I'm sorry if we've disappointed anybody, but that's what we're doing.
It's like the people that are sad about Internet Explorer not being a thing anymore. They're probably really peeved that you're all the platforms and not just YouTube.
At least until now, you could still use it even though it wasn't being maintained. But now Microsoft has just reached in and grabbed it and pulled it out of you. Like how I did that with the camera?
I felt like I was in a 3D movie.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
That one's my favorite.
yeah, that one's great.
Hands down.
So, in these morning live streams, I like to talk a little bit about current events because, it just feels like, it's the morning. I've woken up. I've read all of my news feeds and but today, all of the news is being dominated by the Tangerine Voldemort. And I don't know. It seems like he always finds a way to just dominate the news and push everything else out. And he is an attention whore. And but there are a few other things going on. We're going to the moon again, so I'm wearing my NASA shirt. They've selected the crew for the Artemis 2, which is going to fly later this year and go to the moon. And they won't actually land on the moon. They're going to just do one, partial orbit. They're going to go up, they're going to turn around and come back. And the purpose of it is just to test out all of the all the platforms involved, and make sure it's like the hello world of space flight. They're just testing out their development environment. But it's still very, very exciting to me as someone who, worked on as a subcontractor for NASA way back in the 70s on the Voyager program. And I just never expected it to take this long, 50 years. It'll be 50, by the time they set foot on the moon again in 2025, it'll have been 53 years since Apollo 17, the last manned space flight that landed on the moon. And that's just not acceptable in my eyes. I mean, I was hoping we would have lunar colonies by now, and
So you're a moon truther, not a Mars truther.
Yeah, whatever that means.
For example, Elno is a Mars truther. He's like, everybody's going to live on Mars. You're like, no, screw Mars. It's going to be the moon.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I want to live in either of these places. I wasn't really talking about expatriating, but I thought, and I also thought we'd have flying cars, but that's just never going to happen.
The flying cars.
Yeah,
it'll always make its way back to us.
Yeah, the flying cars thing. One of these days I should really just dive into why flying cars will never happen.
I think we talked about making
Yes.
it a podcast episode.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let's just make it a live stream one of these days.
Or I could clip it. I could clip that what you at the end of this small brief explanation you had said in the podcast, you had said, but long story short, that's why flying cars are never going to happen. I could clip that and say, if you want to know if flying cars are ever going to happen, tune in.
Yeah. It's that's worth doing. It's one of Newton's 3 laws, and I forget which one it is. It's the one that's for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. And so, in order to have enough lift to lift, I don't know, a ton of metal and people up into the sky, you have to also have enough downward pressure that's going to, destroy your driveway and your neighbor's plants. And it just seems unlikely that that's ever really going to be a commercial thing. And, imagine all these things like, flying along, and just a couple hundred feet up in the sky, highways worth of them, and nobody's going to want to walk underneath all of that. But yeah, let's do a podcast episode on that, and we can talk about why that's just the Jetsons is only going to happen in cartoons. And I love the Jetsons. It's like one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Today I am still working on writing my Python course. The end is in sight. I am on chapter 11. I've got 4 chapters left. And
it's the wrong way. It's supposed to be over here.
That's because we have a comment.
I can't.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yes.
Happened.
I can't get it.
There you go. But it's relevant because it is Porcupine Butler's hand signal. Yes.
Oh, is that what
Yes. And I just wanted to let you know, Porcupine Butler, that we will be streaming on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays. Our 6 p.m. stream has been moved to YouTube only for the time being. So we missed your comments. We hope to see you there.
And in the meantime, we're going to resume doing our morning live streams at this time on all the platforms so that we can keep you engaged. Yeah. So it looks to me like I should begin recording. I was really hoping to be recording this week, but maybe beginning of next week, begin recording my Python course, and that would make me very happy. Unfortunately, I got a number of other balls in the air at this point. Spent the weekend on another project which is very exciting to me, and I cannot talk about.
FOMO.
And will not be able to talk about for a significant amount of time. Hopefully sometime later in the year, we'll have it off the ground and we'll be able to talk about it because it's very, very exciting. But can't do that now. There's just a little tease. And but that took up a lot of my weekend that could have been spent writing. And so now I'm back to writing, and because I had to spend the day yesterday doing some other research, and now I'm back to writing, and I'm excited about that. And hopefully I can start recording next week. All of this will depend on my being able to get enough sleep also, which did not happen last night.
Well, luckily we only have the morning live stream today.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to sleep through the evening one. Well, there's baseball tonight too, so.
So you got to nap now, baseball later.
Yeah, that's the plan.
There you go.
Yeah.
In other news, something else that's trending right now, besides the tangerine who shall not be named, Shrek 5 is coming out. Shrek's coming back. We're getting a Shrek 5. I mean, that's what's trending. Maybe it's
Where did you find that?
It's trending on Twitter.
This is my Kirsten impression.
It's
Shrek 5. It's Shrek 5.
Well, Shrek 5.
Do you have opinions on Shrek?
Did I miss 2, 3, and 4?
Yes, you definitely. Yep. And Porcupine Butler says, "Donkey." I can't do a good Myers impression.
Yeah.
Scottish.
Yeah. Donkey.
Yeah, there it is, Karsten.
That'll do.
Yep.
Well, that's
Shrek 5.
That's definitely. To me, that's at least more interesting than more. What are those? The blue. Dancing with Smurfs is what I've always called it. The blue aliens.
Smurfs?
No. It's the John Cameron movies with the blue aliens and I'm trying to remember what they're called. See, I'm sleep deprived. My brain doesn't.
Are they yellow? Are they minions?
No. They're blue, and they're like on this planet that's like water planet.
The Avatars.
Avatar. Yeah.
You said they were little. Those things are like.
No, I said giant.
Oh, okay.
The giant.
I just saw you like this, so I was like tiny blue aliens.
Well, I could go like this, but you don't see my hands.
Back up.
I call that movie Dances with Smurfs because the plot is exactly Dances with Wolves, except they're blue, and and we don't need more of those movies, but more Shrek movies is fine because those are fun.
They are fun. I like the cat one.
Fun. At least the one. The Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a clip of that, I think.
I saw a couple clips. I haven't watched the whole movie yet because it's not out yet, or not out on like DVD release or whatever it is nowadays, streaming. But yeah, he looks just like my cat, and they do the same big-eyed trick. And I love it. My cat Avatar is actually an homage to the Puss in Boots.
Is it really?
No.
All right. Well, that's what we got this morning. Thank you all for showing. How many did we get today, Rikitty?
Let's see. We had a pretty even spread across everything. For some reason, it won't show me how many tune in on Twitter, but we had a pretty even 1 to 2 on all other platforms except LinkedIn. And LinkedIn, I think, maxed out around 4.
Oh, that's brilliant. So we have our audience is growing. That's nice. I like seeing that. And Twitter is all but dead at this point. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just turned into Parler. So I'm not sure what what we can expect from that.
Yeah, I think we should start going live on TikTok too, but I have to recheck the qualifications that we have. We might have to have a certain amount of TikTok views, but I think that they recently changed it. So I'm going to look more into that, and we'll see about going live on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. Because then we could like go like this while we're or whatever the current dance challenge is
Kirsten would know.
while we're
Whatever this is, we're sticking with that.
Oh, your close-up coding hands? That's a move. That's a move right now. That's Bejeweled by Taylor Swift. That's a thing.
Okay.
So there you go. You're already ahead of the trends.
Okay. Excellent. Well, that'll be our TikTok. As soon as we're going live on I'll try and refrain from doing it anymore until we're live on TikTok. All right. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Love you, and see you tomorrow morning.